What is the message you may need to hear right now? I am in my Christmas pajamas. Four of Swords. I was hearing that you're a product of your environment. A Hanged Man with the Four of Swords. Yeah. I'm hearing a hidden path. And I'm hearing, had to get out of my environment. I had to grow. You are a product of your environment. What does that mean, being a product of everything that you see? It's important, the environments that you purposely place yourself in, whether that be at a job, the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you give your time and energy to. I'm hearing a lot about being an adult. Responsibilities. What is it that you have to do? Who is it that you have to become? What is it that you feel you have to prove to society, even, is what I'm getting. It's like you taking mental notes is what I'm getting as well. You're taking mental notes of your environment. This could resonate with you very much so, because again, you're in this time of surrender with the Four of Swords. Really, again, taking mental notes. Mental notes lead to clarity. And what I mean by that is taking mental notes of your patterns or your habits or things that you do that you don't necessarily want to continue doing, but you know, you're a product of your environment. You've seen others around you for your entire life do these things that you've picked up as well, that you might not necessarily think is true to you, but it's a pattern because it's out of habit that you learned to do it because that's all you've seen in your environment growing up. So this is specific, but it could also relate to anyone. So take what resonates. We have the Hanged Man as well. These mental notes being flipped upside down, almost the Hanged Man, hanging upside down, really flipping things. Again, flipping the script keeps coming up. Again, this is the second time I'm saying this. If you're following me, you literally have heard me say we're flipping the script. We are changing perspectives. We're taking mental notes that lead to clarity. Yes, because we're surrendering the habits and the patterns and the behaviors and the lifestyle that we adapted that necessarily isn't are true. I'm hearing it's old-fashioned, meaning to me that it's something traditionally taught to you. Generations, like the generational curses that have been placed, the blockages have been placed on your lineage, your family, the things that have been almost said transpired, but have been transferred down to you because of your parents and your parents' parents and what they learned. And it's nobody's fault. It's just what has been learned. You know, we respect traditions, yes, but not everything that your parents' parents have done is necessarily the healthiest thing. And it's like that roadblock that some of us hit sometimes, because it's like we're taught one thing our entire lives, and then at one point something breaks and we have that breakthrough, and you get to this breaking point where it's like, who am I? You start questioning you, because I believe one way or another, if you are someone chosen and you have these ideas and you have lost touch with who you are inside, it's like, I believe God will surprise you if you seek God and you give God your attention and you say, hey, wait a minute, my entire life I've been in this darkness and I've been neglecting myself, my true inner self, and I don't even know. It's like I'm constantly lost and found, and it's making me think of Georgia Smith. Beautiful album and beautiful creator and artist. Just to touch on Georgia Smith, like even personally, that album specifically has helped me in some dark times as well in the past. But I'm getting the song Lost and Found. She says, constantly finding myself. I've been lost and I've been found again. What I also love to say is anything that is lost can be found again, because I've experienced it. Again, relating it to losing versions of myself, and then with losing versions of myself, I find new versions of myself that have learned how to lose and surrender the old versions of myself. It's like all in one, you know? Life is really catch-22-ish if we think about it. Anyway, the Hanged Man here. And we had cards come out as well. Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Pentacles, 444 energy, stability, the Moon. Wow. Wow, these are intense cards. The Lovers, wow. And the Star, wow. You're making this decision. A lot of major activity going on. And Aries is popping out and Taurus is popping out to me as well. But something is very specific. Something specific is changing in your life here. We have, yeah, and it's because you made this decision. Talking about tradition, tradition, in traditional tarot, the lovers not only was depicted as actual lovers romantically, but also a choice and a decision. It's like entanglement is what I'm getting with the snakes as well. What have you been entangled in that necessarily isn't for the better judgment of yourself, but you've been taught and you subconsciously hold on to because that's all you really know, until you do better and you do more and you discover different ways to create this wheel of fortune for yourself that's actually meant for you. And it's like, that's the catch-22 in life sometimes here with the Four of Pentacles, is that we hold on to the exact thing that we're meant to let go of because it's all we know and we're scared to leap forward. But if we just leaped forward, we'd understand how much we needed to let go. But letting go isn't always in the plan for us, but maybe it is for the Lord. And it brings us to a better judgment of ourselves and getting closer to the Lord. And it's okay to ask for help, and you must ask it from source. I believe that's the number one place you must start. I'm not telling you who to believe in, but I know God. I know God. I feel God. God lives within all of us. God has created all of us. Whoever you label God to be in your life, I don't judge, but I do know who's judging me. And that's why I'm alive today, because a creator more fond of me than I'm fond of me sometimes, who believes in me. So if my creator believes, I must believe, and I can change my mind and I can create something new because of my experiences that have taught me nothing but pain and heartbreak and suffering. Yes, but actually, it's taught me more. It's taught me everything that I had to lose in order to gain myself and my self-respect and self-love even more. Sometimes we have to let go of the very thing that we are holding on so tightly to, even though we may know it's toxic, but it's comforting because maybe abandonment, toxic wounds are still wounds and patterns that we have embraced because that's what we were taught out of shame, out of the things that we saw, the abuse, the neglection, the abandonment, the responses and the reactions, everything that we have attracted in our lives and that has been passed down to us and given to us at the birthright was everything that we thought was at one point against us, but really we realized once we conquered it, any challenge that we were faced with, we had God, and God made the decision to continue us moving forward. Even some of us who were tempted may have come close to losing our lives to something else. You found a way back to yourself, and I understand healing is something that happens over time. That's why I remain timeless, because we never know when it's time, but we can continue moving forward with high hopes and walk by faith and not by sight. God is giving you so much hope and light in this life, and you are finally, suddenly surprised that God is right on time, all the time. God bless you, love. It's your time.